Hi, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Erica. And one of the most frequently asked questions that we get here at AccuQuilt is which fabric cutter is right for me? So we're here today to help you kind of decide, make that decision, to kind of compare the different models that we have and talk about which one is going to be right for you.
That's right. And so what we want to start off with is just a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself to really narrow down where you need to go.
Exactly.
And the first question is, what types of projects are you creating? Are you creating mostly applique or piecing? Are you doing a lot of weekend projects and fabric crafting?
Right, home decor. And how often are you making your projects? And how many are you making, say, in a year's time? If you're making 2 or 3, or maybe you're making way more than that, maybe you're making a volume of quilts to share with your community.
Right. If you could be making 40 quilts a year or more.
That's right.
So then that would really determine about which cutter that we would guide you toward. And another question that you can ask yourself is if you have space limitations. So do you have a dedicated space for a fabric cutter, or do you need something that's more portable or something that's more storable?
Well, and lastly, is it important for you to be able to take that cutter with you to different locations for cutting, whether that's a different home or possibly off to retreats and classes and things like that. So those are the questions that we like to ask when people call us and ask which cutter is right for me.
AccuQuilt has 2 lines of fabric cutters, the Go family and then their Studio.
That's right. So, but no matter which cutter is right for you and you decide on, they're all going to be 90% faster than other cutting methods through rotary cutters, scissors, whatever that might be. Also, you're going to get those great accurate cuts every time. You're going to be able to cut multiple layers from 6 to 10 layers at a time. And they're all going to be safe and easy for you to use. They're going to reduce some of that hand strain that you may be experiencing with some of those other cutting methods.
Right. Or if you've got arthritis or some other physical challenge, that these cutters will make, all of them will make it easier for you to cut your fabric. So now let's take a look at the Go family. So all 3 cutters in the Go family come as starter sets. And that means that they, in the box, each of them comes with a die, a mat, and a great pattern book. So you can get started quilting right out of the box.
Absolutely. So our first model is going to be our Go Baby. And this is our smallest, our lightest weight model. It's great if you like to work with small pieces, if you are a beginning quilter or an occasional quilter. It's also great if you like to focus on applique work, and it's super for fabric crafting as well. At 8 pounds, it is super portable and our lightest weight and easiest to take along with you on the go.
It's also the most affordable.
It is. And then next we're going to have our Go Cutter, our original model, right, Lynn?
That's right. And the Go Cutter is great for all quilters, all skill levels, and all of the Go dies work with the Go Cutter. It is a manual cutter, so that you do turn the handle to get the dies through. And if you do a lot of strips or you like to use the larger die boards like this one right here, then the Go Cutter is a great choice. It's also 15 pounds, so still very portable. If you want to take it with you, take it to a class, take it to a retreat, it's a great cutter choice for you.
That's right. And then our newest cutter is going to be our Go Big Cutter. Now, while our Go Baby and our Go are both manual and you'll turn a handle to move that die through the machine, this is an electric model. So this is a great thing if that movement, again, if the movement is an issue for you, the electric is a great for you. Now it does have a bigger opening, so not only does it use all of our existing Go dies, but it also uses Go Big dies. And Lynn,
we have one right here.
We've got one here. It is wider than what will fit in our Go Cutter. And because it's wider, we can also do another great thing, which is take 2 of our narrower dies, like this one, that's 6 inches wide. And this is a die that'll fit obviously in our Go Baby or our Go, but you could fit 2 at a time through our Go Big.
So that's a great benefit.
It really is, and it really speeds up the process well. And because it's kind of hands-free, once it's pulling through, you can be getting your next project, your next die, your fabric ready to go.
Did you mention that it's 23 pounds?
It is. It's 23 pounds. So although it's heavier than the other ones, it's still movable and portable, and you can still take it with you.
Now let's talk about the Studio line. The Studio 2 cutter is our commercial grade cutter. it is great for those of you that cut 40, 50, 60 quilts a year.
That's right.
So retail shop owners that are cutting lots of shapes for kits, for classes, or for retreats, and or very avid quilters.
Or nonprofits that are cutting 40, 50, 60 quilts a year to share with their community, or even more.
Right. And so another difference here between the Studio line and the Go family of cutters is that the Studio will cut studio dies. The Studio 2 will cut studio dies, which those are heavy-duty dies that Erica is going to show you
we'll
here.
Get one over here.
And these dies, here you can see from the back, they are going to have multiple shapes up. These dies are built for production. You're cutting many shapes, up to 10 layers at a time with fabric. And so it's just you're mass producing fabric shapes with the Studio cutter.
Right.
And one of the other great things about the Studio 2 is that there is a Go die adapter available for it. So then you also have the whole family of Go dies available to you as well to cut on your Studio cutter.
That's right, so very versatile.
And lastly, you do need a dedicated space for the Studio 2 cutter.
Right.
Right. It does have this foldable base, which is great. So it allows you to have more space to work. But at 43 pounds, you're definitely not going to take it with you to a class.
That's right. That's right. So hopefully the information we've shared today helps you decide which cutter is going to be the right fit for you for what you want to do with it. If you want any more detailed information, we have videos showing each one of our cutters in action on our website. You can also visit your local retailer or call our friendly customer service team here at AccuQuilt.
So no matter which cutter you choose, they're going to help you cut time so you can quilt more.